Edie Carpenter. I'm the curator of the Greenhill Center for North Carolina Art and Music Growth. The space that I work for is a nonprofit art gallery which exhibits uniquely contemporary North Carolina artists. Daniel is a woodblock printer. Woodblocks are traditionally one of the oldest forms of mechanical reproduction of the image. And they're kind of the basis of our contemporary popular culture because they were the first images that were repeated and disseminated in the culture widely in 9th century Europe, for example. And maybe Daniel can talk about that a little bit if you have questions for him. This group of new images is based on what Daniel has become known for. When I first saw his work, it was a print that has been exhibited here at Artspace of a Mesopotamian artifact, a monument from the Palace of Assurbanipal from, I think, 9th century BC. That statue of a human-headed lion just jumped out at me when I first saw it in reproduction and then in life. And his ability to make an object which comes from a distant past in history come alive using a technique which is very handcrafted and which has a sense of materiality in the way that he takes the drawing of the object and sculpts it and cuts it into the block of wood really struck me as being very fine printmaking. In these works, again, he has a historical reference to a monument to empire. In this case, it's the Roman Colosseum that you see in these two large, multiple block prints here as we enter the exhibition. He's used the same block to represent the architecture of the Colosseum. Another block to represent this colossal figures that emerge from this arena. In one example, there is what it's called two brothers fighting, brothers boxing. Now, the brothers could be contemporary boxers, but one also has a suggestion that they could be the mythical brothers, Romulus and Remus, who founded the city of Rome. Then in the other image of this wolf emerging from the Colosseum, it also brings to mind the history of Rome as being the two brothers being nursed by a she-wolf on the hills outside of Rome. So there's a sense of immediacy, of bringing history to life in his work. There is also in his narrative form a sense of bringing history into the present. These images of an ancient monument are juxtaposed with three prints of explosions. Now, these explosions have a kind of scary sense, but also involve us in this action and immediacy, something that's happening right in front of us, his ability to really bring that into our present, and then small details which reference the present, such as in these explosions you'll see that there are images of objects that are also coming out of the explosion, which could be screws or awful realistic details that you could read about in today's newspaper. Daniel has often presented one image or one representation in his prints, and it's the combination that happens from print to print that tells the story, and it's the association that one gets when one moves from one image to the next. The brothers boxing is associated with these smaller prints here on the right-hand wall of individual fighters, people in combat, that build on an earlier series that he did of machines of modern warfare, and suggest that our contemporary society, the power constructs are not peaceful, that it's always a struggle, that the vanquished fighter really is in relationship to ourselves, to our present condition.